Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gummybairr, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get better at solo games and get more kills in solo games in Blackout. Now I know a lot of people that are watching this video probably just recently got the game for Christmas, or you're just not a good skill leveled player and you want to learn some ways to get more kills and just increase your skill level in general in solos. Now before I do get into this video, make sure to smash the thumbs up button and also click the subscribe button with the notifications on. That is going to be greatly appreciated, and yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys a quick clip of the best strategy of what I do, at least, to get more kills in Blackout. Now it's going to look super easy when I'm doing it in gameplay, and that is because when you get used to it, it is pretty easy to do. But I'm going to explain to you guys the pros, the cons, the what to do and what not to do, and what is going to help you better when you're doing this. So I'm going to show you a quick clip here of literally the easiest thing ever of how to get a good amount of kills in Blackout.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
So as you guys just saw, I just literally just got in a vehicle. I had a sensor dart on my vehicle, or you don't even need a sensor dart for this either. It works without a sensor dart, but it is obviously better with a sensor dart. But I just drive up to people, I position myself in a good position, jump off, and then I shoot them with an SMG. That's the simplest thing ever. It's all you have to do, and it works. It just works. So the pros about this is you get a lot of kills, and you level up a lot faster when you do this. And it's just overall really fun to do, in my opinion, just because I find the game more fun when it's more, you're in gunfights and, you're in intense situations. I just find the game more fun than just running around not seeing anybody and getting 3 kills and then a win. I'd much rather get a 10-kill win than get, a 3-kill win and not done anything. I think everybody can, say that. So the cons of this are, one, you have to have some type of vehicle for this, and it's not really that big of a con. You could easily find vehicles, but the problem is they can get blown up and obviously destroyed very easily if the other person knows what they are doing. The second con to this is you can get double teamed and killed very fast while doing this. If, for example, if I was to go up and jump off my foiler and go kill somebody, if there's somebody else around after I kill that last guy, you have to know how to get out of a situation and be able to heal and kill that guy. If another person comes up and you're already low health, you're in a bad situation. So that's the only other con, is if there's more than one people at one spot. That's another thing. Most of the time I'd say there's not, but that's always a problem. And I'd say the next biggest problem is just the fact that once you are on that vehicle, everybody can hear you. If you're near somewhere, everybody can hear you. They know exactly where you're at. They see you, stuff like that. So you just have to get used with this method, and after a while, you'll turn into a good player by doing this. Now, the setup that I usually run and the stuff that I usually pick up, like equipment-wise and stuff, I always pick up stem text grenades or cluster grenades. Those are probably my #1 thing that I pick up, along with concussions. Cluster grenades, you can kill people in vehicles so easily, and they're just so, like, if somebody's sitting in a building, throw a cluster in there. Somebody's sitting somewhere, cluster. Like, clusters are just so helpful in this game. And same with concussions. If you're in a gunfight, like in an open field, and this guy's coming at you, or they're rushing you and you're low health or something, any bad situation, if you throw a concussion, makes the gunfight 20 times easy, because concussions are super overpowered in my opinion. Once you get hit with a concussion, all you have to do is rush that person. You're most likely going to get that kill. So I'd say those are probably the two most valued. throwable items at least. I'm not talking about the most valuable item, and you should always pick up this item, is a sensor dart. Whether if you're putting it on your gun or your car to drive around and see people, or if it's just end circle and you're putting it, you know, at one of the part of the circle just to see if there's anybody there. Sensor darts come in so clutch, so much, and it's just unbelievable. For perks wise, when you're doing this method, you don't really have to pick up too many perks. I usually try to just pick up maybe paranoia if I have room for it. That's the last perk I pick up. And then I always try to pick up awareness and dead silence. I always am using my headset for footsteps, so awareness is really helpful to me. Some people aren't sound whoring as much as I am, so maybe awareness isn't, you know, as helpful. But dead silence always is a must pick up perk. Like if you pop that, nobody's hearing your footsteps. And if you're just trying to sneak up behind somebody, or if it's end circle, dead silence is just a lifesaver. I don't know how many times I've killed somebody where I was in a bad situation because I popped dead silence and they no longer could hear where I am. A lot of people listen to footsteps, so dead silence is a crazy, crazy good perk. And obviously paranoia is just good, just so, you know, in case somebody's looking at you. Sometimes it kind of can go off a little bit late, so that kind of sucks, but that's the third perk that I probably pick up the most. So those are the perks. Other than that, you know, you can pick up whatever you really want, you know, whether it's grenades or, you know, Molotovs, just any throwables and stuff like that have. And the gun-wise, this is what I usually run. I usually run an SMG, and I don't just run any SMG. I like to run the Spitfire, probably the most out of all of them, then the SOG, and then the Damon. Those are probably my 3 top SMGs that I use. Some people don't like the Damon just because it's a burst kind of SMG. I like it in my opinion, so it's kind of preference. But those 3 weapons are super, super overpowered and good. You have to have attachments on them, and when you do put a sight on them, do not put a 2, a 3, or a 4 scope. I don't even know if a 4 scope can go on an SMG, but don't put any of like a 2 or a 3 scope on the SMGs. That makes the SMGs have so much more recoil, and you're using it for up close, so you don't want it to zoom in that much. I would try ELO or Reflex. Those are the only 2 sights I would really throw on. The GKS is also another SMG that's like pretty good. It's okay for this method, but that's more of like a longer to medium ranged SMG than more of an up close. So that's also one. If you don't have any of those 3 weapons, you could always pick up a GKS. So yeah, those are the weapons I run for the close quarter combat. And then, you know, sometimes you are going to get into a gunfight, you know, whether it's end circle or, you know, just somebody's trying to snipe you from somewhere. You need a long range weapon. I usually tend to just run a really strong, powerful AR. It doesn't have to be high firing rate like the Maddox or anything like that. I don't even really use the Maddox. I think the Maddox is kind of pointless. But whether it's an AR like the Rampart, the KN, you know, the ICR if you really need one, just a weapon like that, or if you have a sniper like the Outlaw Paladin or the Koshka, those are also another good to have for long range. So I usually like to have 1 long range and 1 short range weapon, just so I can have a gun for every single gunfight. If it's the Rampart, I like to put a 4 scope on it, just an FYI for you guys if you guys are Rampart fans. Put a 4 scope on the Rampart and just like single fire that thing. It is crazy at long range. You can pick off a lot of people with that, surprisingly. So yeah, that is the whole setup that I like to use for gun wise and everything like that. But other than that, you just drive around and you go ahead and you just jump out and you kill people. Or if they're in a good situation, to run them over. Running them over actually helps a lot too, and is very easy. And make sure when you do pick up their loot, the things I look for the most are either if I need a gun, I'll look for a gun, obviously. I always pick up meds and armor repairs. Those are the first thing you grab. If you're in a situation where you think somebody's around, just grab the heals and grab the armor repairs and then get out of there. Like, you don't need equipment. You got to think, is it worth dying for? No, nothing's worth dying to grab. So, you know, med kit and you know, armor repair, number 1 thing I grab, and then eventually I'll go over and I'll look for sensor darts or any type of throwables, like I said, the clusters or the concussions or perks, any like all the things I named. Those are the main things I look for, and then I loot the rest of the bag. You know, I grab ammo if I need it, whatever. So always make sure you don't always just stop and prone and loot. You got to make sure you realize that there's a lot of people around. I don't know how many times I've died when I've killed somebody. I've been, you know, prone on the ground healing or something, looking through their body bag, and then boom, somebody comes up from behind me, or I get sniped or something like that. It's really annoying like that, but yeah, that's basically what happens. So that's what I do. I think that's the best thing to do to get high kills. And then once you get to the end circle, a lot of the times your car is probably going to be either destroyed or something like that. But I don't really tend to use the vehicle in the end circle when like the next 5 people come down, I'd say. Like when there's like 10 to 5 people, I'd say. It all depends on your situation, where you're at, what vehicle you have, the circle size, and you know where the circle's at and everything like that. So yeah, hopefully these tips did help you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I tried to throw in one of my best gameplays. I didn't even win this game, but this was a really good gameplay of me like getting off and, you know, killing people and stuff like that. So basically doing the method I just explained. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you guys do, you know, want any more tips and stuff like that, or like, you know, more examples, when I do live stream, if you guys turn on notifications, I just do this method all the time where I just go run around and I go off my thing and I get high kills and stuff like that in solo. So even just watching people do it and learning from what they do will help you out a ton. So find a good, you know, person that live streams Blackout or makes videos on Blackout and just watch their gameplays. That is one of the best things that I've done. I've watched a guy named Spiros. I'll leave his link in the description. He has 50K subs on YouTube. He's not big or anything like that, but dude, this dude can play Blackout. I watched him, and that's how I got this method from, and it's just, I went from getting like maybe 5 kills in a game of solo if I'm lucky to, I think my kill record now is like 12, which I know I can beat for a fact. I've died with 12 kills with like 13 people left in the game, so I know I can beat it. I'm gonna beat it. Actually, I'm gonna go for a high kill gameplay, and if I do, I'm sure you guys will see it here on the YouTube channel. But yeah, that is gonna be it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic rest of your day. Hopefully these tips do help you guys, and yeah, have a happy New Year's whenever this video gets uploaded. It's probably sometime either in 2019 or right before it. So yeah, happy New Year's everybody. Stay safe, and yeah, peace.